story warriors, story merchants, story keepers, all the story fanatics out there, please draw your chairs closer. Bring your chairs closer to this virtual fireside because I'm about to share with you an amazing lady who is also an amazing neighbor and who is also an amazing mama. Let me tell you guys, I have been around the block a few times. I've never met anybody like Michelle Valera. I have never met anybody, not in Africa, not in Asia, not in Europe, not anywhere in America. Michelle is in a category of her own. Madame Michelle Valera is my neighbor in Rockwall, Texas. But more importantly, she is one of the most phenomenal women I've ever met. You know why? Let me try to do this. Is she an amazing mother? Check. Is she an amazing neighbor? Check, check. Is she an amazing runner all days of the year? Check, 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 check. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the Story Warrior channel. Welcome into studio. I know you're about to go for a run, but please, before you go for a run, I want you to talk to all my story warriors. Some of them are runners, some of them are not runners. Talk to them. Where are you joining us from today?
Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm Gideon, the most Dr. Gideon. Gideon.
Just Gideon, just Gideon.
I met him and he inspires me to run too. And
Oh, come on, come on. Don't do
peek
that.
in
Don't do
his
that.
peek on his little window. I said, I don't know.
Michelle, you are a phenomenal woman because each time I see you, you are jogging. And I love jogging so much. I love jogging. Some days I'm working here on my table and I'm a little bit discouraged. It's a little cold. I'm not going to go running. Then before I realize, I see you passing outside the window. Then I start to scratch myself. But if Michelle is going, I better get ready to go. So, Michelle, tell me, you are an enthusiast when it comes to running. Why do you like running so, so, so much?
No, running is like my life, like everything that I do each day. Like
Yes.
a day that I don't get up and don't think about running. So
Wow.
I try to fit on my day. Like I work full time. I work night shift, but if I work night shift, I'll run like around 2 p.m.
Hmm.
And then when I'm off, I'll just do like any time of the day. But
Wow.
I 10 miles a day
10
until
miles
like,
a day.
that I go 2 miles. I just have to have that goal. But sometimes if I don't make it, I still will try to get it in different ways. Like I'll do my walk run or just do a small jog with my. I have a dog.
I
My
see
dog.
your little dog. Oh, that's your little dog right there. Yeah.
He like to hang out in Gideon's
Oh
front.
my God. And I just admire the fact that you never stop running. You are tireless running. But when did you start running, Michelle? For me, I started running in 1987.
Oh
Don't tell me, oh my God, I started running in 1987. Don't,
yeah,
don't,
the champion of the. You're the bolt in 19.
no, I'm not the goat. You're the goat.
Yeah, I started running when I was 17, but I only do 30 minutes a day, and then I did it through
Mm,
college. But once
mm.
I graduated and I did
Wow.
travel nursing in California, the
Hmm.
weather was great all year long, and I started running half marathon, marathons,
Wow.
and then when I was in my late 30s,
Hmm.
like the prime year for running, because
Yes.
uh, I already had my kids
Hmm.
and they're growing up, and
Hmm.
I had more time for myself to train, and I got to meet my group of runners, and
Hmm.
I had a plan, and I never thought I would ever run Boston marathons.
Did
And
you?
yeah, and I did it for 7 years until I
Oh my God, this lady is. I did not even know that part. I did not know you've done Boston Marathon 7 times. That
oh,
is crazy.
but it was only for elite runners. I never thought a regular runner like me would ever
Hmm. Hmm.
I used to do 4 or 5 hour marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And when I trained, and I did it in within 8 months of training. I
Yes.
I did it with my group of runners, and
Mm-hmm.
I had a coach, and we had a plan. I stick to the plan,
Yep.
and the following year I qualified, and I did it every year.
Oh my God. Let me just put it this way, Michelle. You are a true unsung hero. And those are the kind of people I like to feature on this channel. Unsung heroes with untold stories. I knew you do a lot of running, but I did not know you had done Boston Marathon, let alone 7 years. Who does
Oh,
that 7 years? Only someone who is absolutely crazy, right? But on a more serious note, running is a way of life. Running
yes.
rejuvenates the soul. It makes you feel young. It makes you feel like you're vibrant. So for those of you who are struggling to get some activity in, to feel younger, to feel
Yeah.
rejuvenated, you better listen to Michelle
Oh.
every single word that she's saying. So Michelle, you're saying you have a very strict training regimen. You have a
Uh,
plan. Tell us about the plan.
when I was doing the Boston Marathon, we would have like 2 days a week of speed workout. Tuesday, Thursday, we would do a long run from
Mm,
16 to 21 miles.
mhm,
And then the rest are like slow run.
mhm.
And slow run is very important too. And
Why
then
is slow run important?
six, yeah,
Because
so
I'm always trying to go for speed.
it's time on your feet and you recover better. So I
Mm,
so my son just started running, and then he's trying to get discouraged. Like, Mom, how come my pace got slower on some days? No,
mm,
every day is different. But you just
mm.
get out there and run, and once you go on a race or
Mhm.
something, it will all just work out somehow.
Fantastic, fantastic. So slow run is important because it helps you to recover better.
Yes.
Faster runs also help to raise your your blood pressure and also make
Yes.
you a little bit fitter. So you tell me that you've been running since you were 17. I think I started running when I was around I think I was probably around 13, 14. So we are birds
Wow.
of a feather. I started running in Africa. Where did
Yes.
you start running, Michelle? Which part of the
Oh,
world?
in New Jersey, I was junior high school.
Wow,
Uh,
wow, yes.
He just told me like, Michelle, your face is bigger. We went on a vacation. We ate a lot of crab.
Yeah.
We
And you decided I'm gonna fight this crap by running the heck out of the world, right?
make my face slimmer.
Yeah. And it's a lot
Then
slim now, isn't it?
and I ran 30 minutes a day. So I did it. It was a struggle. I was like, go ahead, you can go. And then I carried on with that habit of like when I went to nursing school,
Hmm.
every time I get a break, I'll run my 30 minutes.
Wow.
And then I started doing the turkey trot, 8 miles. And next you know, somebody said, can you want to run half marathon with me?
Hmm.
And then I did that. And then 2 weeks later, I did a marathon.
Wow, crazy. I envy you, I respect you, I cannot even compete with you. But here's what happened. My first half marathon, I collapsed at the very end. I almost died. I'm not joking. 1990. It was crazy. It was crazy, yes, 1990. And I almost passed out. You know why? Because I wasn't trained. I wasn't well trained. But after that, I said to myself, I'm never going to die again by choice. I'm going to do everything that I can. Then I started training and
Yeah.
training. Then I ran a few and I started to get really good. Not very good, but good enough that I can finish. But I made a mistake of running a full marathon once. Oh my goodness. It was the most
How was
difficult
that?
thing. It was a very challenging experience for me.
Yes.
It was very, very draining. I finished it, but I
Yes.
think I finished it maybe somewhere close to the tail of the line. In the city of Limbe, it used to be called back then Victoria in Cameroon.
Wow.
And then after that, I said, I am done. I've never done a full marathon again, Michelle. This is so far back, like 1994, thereabout. I've never
Yeah.
done a full marathon. But then I said I'm gonna look for another challenge. I started doing mountaineering at college. So at
Wow.
3 and a half years at college at the University of Boya in Cameroon, I will run up the Mount Cameroon
Wow.
and come back down. I
Yeah.
never used to go to the top. I get to maybe hut one, hut two, and then the university registered us to run. And I would do the first time I did not get to the top. The second time I finished it. The third time I almost got a medal, but my medal was stolen by somebody else. That's a story
Oh,
for another day. Medal
yes.
was stolen. So I finally finished it, but believe this or not, I did not get a medal because some other person had grabbed the medal. The
I see.
second time that I did, Pam was there. You know Pam, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was there. She came to the stadium to wait for me. She waited like 7, 8 hours. I didn't show up. She gave up. She left. She went back to the house. I'm like, how could you do that? She said, I thought you were never going to come back. I'm like, but if I wasn't going to come back, are you not going to invest some more time to wait to see if you're going to give news to my family that I've died? Long story short, she left. But
Yeah.
I can say the last year of college, I finished the Mount Cameroon race proudly. And the
Wow.
media came to showcase students who
Yeah.
were running. I was one of them. I became really,
Wow.
really famous, even though I was not the winner of the mountain race. I became
Wow.
famous because they took videos of me. But the reason I'm
It's
narrating this
moment.
is to say that
Yeah.
I am stupid, but I'm not stupid enough to run a full marathon twice. I've done it once in my life, and that was it. I did have a marathon in Singapore, and it was very challenging. You tell me
Mhm.
you've run Boston Marathon 7 times. What do you eat? What is it? What is that you eat? I need to take notes on what you eat. What
Oh.
is it that you feed your family with? I need to eat that so I can start running too.
Oh, I eat anything. All the meat. I don't. Yeah, my stomach is strong
Yes.
because
You
I
could.
was born in the Philippines and we eat whatever.
Wow.
Fish,
Wow.
anything, meat, chicken.
So
But yeah, but I think like what you said, just don't think. You just do it.
just do it.
When you think about it, you waste so much time on thinking and like me, I just get up, get ready, and just get
Just
out.
go.
And
You don't want to waste time thinking about it.
if I'm slow, I'm slow. If I oh, next after a mile or two,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, okay, let's just get through it. But don't think about, like, for me, my goal is 10 miles a day. I don't think about
Wow.
10
And you do it most of the times. 7 days in a week. How often do you finish your 10 miles?
every day.
Oh my God.
Oh, every day I do 10. But I just, on the third, fourth mile, okay, this is good. But the eighth, ninth mile, I'm like, oh my gosh. But I just focus on the, if I have 7 mile right now, I'll
Yes.
do eight. Think about eight.
Yes.
I don't think about 10
Okay. Wow.
time. It really,
Wow. That is brilliant. You're just thinking about the next one. For those
yeah,
people who are struggling with training, listen to Michelle. Think about the next mile, not the 10th mile.
yes.
Hmm.
And that's exhausting thinking about, like, to the end. Think of
But
the present.
at what point, Michelle, do you find that your body finally feels comfortable? Is it the
Oh, yeah.
first mile, the second mile, the third mile, the fourth? At what point do you feel like I'm warmed up? I want to do this? Because for me, it takes like
Yeah.
four
There,
miles or so.
exactly. Yeah. First mile, you're like, oh my God, my breathing.
Yes.
So, and then you have to remind yourself, okay, do not rush, do not
Mhm.
just go through step by step.
Yes.
And then next thing, oh wow, I'm already on the first, second mile.
Mhm.
And the third, you're kind of, third, fourth, you're kind of like, okay, I got this.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
The body's kind of
that's
like, let's do it. Let's
eight.
do
I'm
it.
like, oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then my legs, yeah, like my friends, the one that runs, they're like, how do
Mhm.
you for each day?
Mhm.
I just do my regular thing each day.
Mm.
I'll focus on, okay, and then it's time to sleep.
Mhm.
I don't think about the next day's run.
Mm.
I may look at the weather, see how it goes.
Mhm.
But like the thing is, I'll do my morning routine, and next thing you know, once up and about, I'll get ready and get out again.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But
I
your
just
time for yourself, like I feel closer to God. I feel closer to
thank you.
anyone. on the road, like I see them smiling.
Yes.
They say hello to me, and
Yes.
I
Yes.
see you.
Yes, I
I,
truly agree with you. It almost feels to me like I feel closer to God also when I'm running. I
right.
feel like I can finally breathe like a human being. You can take
Yeah.
everything away from me, but I pray to God, please don't take running, my ability to run from me. Because when I'm driving, I see people running, I'm feeling like, oh my, I feel like I should wave at them because it's the only activity that really makes me feel like my heart is still
Yeah.
alive. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't feel that in any other thing in the world.
Yes.
Hmm.
That is, it's incredible how your legs keep going, right? Left,
Yes.
right, left, right. Your arms is moving, and you're just like focused on the
You're
present.
you're like in a zone. You're like in your own world by yourself.
Yeah, because when you're done running, you're thinking about work, what to eat, what
Yeah.
to do, the chores you gotta do, and you're. But when you run, that's
Mhm.
your day, your time for yourself.
But I noticed, Michelle, you don't run with anything in your ears. You don't listen to music and all that stuff. Is that by choice or is it because you don't care about music? You don't like music. Do you
Oh,
hate music?
I love it. And there are times that I'll have an AirPod, but when
Okay.
with somebody like you or
Mm-hmm.
with my son,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes like when I was training for Boston, I
Mm-hmm.
don't with any music because
Mm-hmm.
the tempo changes your
I
running.
see. I see.
Then you're more aware of the surrounding.
Yes.
You're safer that way
Yes.
with car
Yes.
and all that. But
That's true.
I was taught to not run with music.
Music. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is sometimes when I run, I'm running into the wind, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that because it slows
Oh,
me down. What do you think about running with the wind?
you know what? I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing, but I actually appreciate it because especially with the wind,
Mm-hmm.
if you're going downhill,
Mm-hmm.
you're taking time to like you need to pay attention on your legs. Like, oh, this actually may be helping me to
Mm-hmm.
work on um my form.
Mm-hmm.
Working like you're all of a sudden when you're running on the wind, you feel
Yes.
resistance, but you're trying to stand taller.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Your hips,
Mm-hmm.
more engaged.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, and then you're more focused somehow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
get through this. Like the hurdles,
Yeah.
like in life. Oh, I need to be on my A game. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
with the wind, let me do get through this. And then when you
Mm-hmm.
turn around, oh, there's the
Mm-hmm.
headwind
Yeah. Yeah.
just pushing you
Yep.
to be faster.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
you let go of your form. You
Yep.
just go faster. But so I appreciate the wind, the hill,
Mm-hmm.
uphill.
Mm-hmm.
It was made to be there to kind
I
of slow
see.
you down a little bit. It
Yep.
doesn't mean that you have to run faster and
I see.
work yourself to be out of breath,
Yep.
but take that time to take some deeper breaths
Yep. And it
and
humbles you.
slow in and out. Yes.
Mm.
And I feel
Makes
like are like the challenges in life, but you have to appreciate those.
fair enough. Fair enough. It, it,
They
it
make you
makes
stronger. Like wow, I went through those very windy days, and then on the nice, super nice day, oh,
yep. Just
so
cruise.
get this.
Wow. Wow. Do
Yeah,
you
I
have
day like snow, rain. Right now it's like kind of raining,
yep.
gloomy,
Yep.
but those are the best days to run.
I'm coming to that rainy day we ran together. But before I come to that rainy day,
Remember that day
do,
it
do,
rained
I remember
twice?
that day. I don't know. I even have pictures of it. I'll probably share that in our profile here. But remember, when I'm running, I'm having a lot of ideas.
Yes.
A lot of beautiful ideas. I write my best speeches when I'm running.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
sometimes by the time I get to the house, I can't remember everything. Do you have a
Right?
lot of ideas when you're out running?
Yes.
Wow.
Dude, like, okay, oh yeah, wow. And then I guess it's those moments, right? We gave
Yes.
ourselves those times.
Yes.
But maybe it might, once you're on your own thing, you may
Yes.
have those ideas, but you're not aware that you're actually doing it.
Yes.
if that
Very
makes,
interesting.
I don't know.
Wow. So
But
you have a lot of ideas, but do you write those ideas when you get back to the house, or you just let them go? For me, I try to scribble them down.
right, that's a good idea. Yeah, journaling really helped me
Mm.
through running. Like, the first thing my coach told me when I first training for Boston,
Hmm.
I was so negative. Like, write 100 positive thing about you.
Mm.
Like, and then I would never say to myself, I am strong, I am confident,
Hmm.
I am determined.
Hmm.
And then I have to do 100 of that. I was like, how do I do that? And then do not call me, text me until you're done. And then
Uh-oh.
I went to the park. I finally on my by myself, and I did it.
Wow.
But you have to take time to love yourself. To
Yes.
The I am is a very strong word.
There you go. There you go. I am. Okay. Thank you for that reminder. And this is not just for me. I know this is for all the other people that are watching this. If you're listening to this, listen to Michelle, because if there's anybody that I absolutely respect in the world of keeping fit, it's Michelle. Even on a rainy day, Michelle's running. On a gloomy day, Michelle's running. On a cold day, Michelle's running. On every, even now, it's little scattered, it's overcast. You're almost going out for your run. One day, I was running. I ran into you. We started running together. And then the rain came. I thought, okay, Michelle's gonna give us some little excuse. Let's go and take shelter somewhere, and then we can come back. You're like, no, Gideon, let's go. Let's keep running. I was like, no, it's so cold. I'm drenched. I don't want to get wet. You're like, no, dude, let's run. I was like, what? You taught me a big lesson that day, that obstacles are actually the way. The obstacle of the rain is the beauty of the run. It's not something to keep you back. You made it look simple, like, just let's just keep going. Where do you get that from?
Oh, I don't know. Like, the being stubborn really helped me.
Mm.
Maybe a negative in a negative way, but in a positive way. I'll see a lightning or a thunder. I hear thunder, or
Yeah.
I still try to
To go out and run.
go for it.
Yeah, like, bring it on. We meet out there. Is that what you're saying? When you're going out, I don't care about you. I care about me. We meet out there.
Yeah,
So
with me somehow. You say like, okay, here's the rain for you. Okay, let me go through that.
let me find out
I'm
who's gonna.
I already got. I'm already here,
Yeah.
and then 10 miles done. Okay, I'm good.
So I don't know. You know
And then
this.
I wrap up in a blanket.
Yep.
Like, now I'm cold, but when I'm there, I feel like I'm tough. So
Yeah.
why don't I just give that moment to me each
Mm.
day to make me feel like other people won't make me feel that way
Yeah.
on yourself, right? That can make
Wow.
you feel loved. You feel
Hmm.
strong,
Mhm.
and yeah,
I have never met anyone like you, honestly. So most of the neighborhoods where I stayed, I was the only one running. In
oh yes,
Botswana, in South Africa, in Singapore, I was always the only guy that goes out there and runs. This is
yes,
the first time I live in a place where somebody runs more than me. So it's very humbling for me. And you're not the tallest woman in the world. You're not the most, but you're a powerful woman, but you're not the tallest woman in the world. But you always at your game. You're always at your game. And do you know that a lot of people know you in this neighborhood? For example,
oh
there's some stories in the neighborhood. Let me tell you this. So
really,
people told me that you go to Rolet, which is the next door city. You
yeah,
even run back, and that's a significant distance, like, I don't know, like, 16 miles or 17 miles. You run from Raleigh to here, and then you let your family take the bus or something, take the car.
no,
You tell them, you guys are so slack, go get a car and go back, I'll be coming. Is that true?
yeah, I
Oh
would
my God.
all over town, and like, or I'll say, oh, I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
I'll, I'll run. I'll be on my feet.
Wow, wow. Okay, that is incredible. So
Yeah.
you've run from Raleigh to here. Where else have you run from?
Huh?
From Raleigh to Rockwall, where else have you run from? To Rockwall, some
Oh,
Garland.
oh no, just around the whole rock wall. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, White Rock Lake. But and then if I'm on vacation, we just went to spring break.
Yeah.
We Flagstaff.
Yeah.
It's so hilly there.
Yeah.
To Sedona and Grand Canyon. We ran, my son and I ran the whole town.
Yes.
And then we went to California. We ran all every time I'm on vacation. I'll
Yes.
wake up at 6:30.
Yes.
Have to mess up our family's event, like what we're gonna do
Wow.
as long as,
Wow.
and I just have to do my 10-mile run and back.
Even when you're on vacation, you still do a 10 mile.
Yes, I'll
That
bring
is
3 pairs
unbelievable.
of shoes.
So if I really hook by you, I will finally lose all this weight.
You look good.
Because I would, if I commit to 10 miles, even if
Yeah.
it's just 10 days or 20 days in a month, I will finally shed off all this weight, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yes, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Michelle, let me
Good.
share this with you.
What you're talking about, Dr. Gideon?
At college, right? This is the wildest thing I've ever done. At college, there's a city of Boya. Wait, are you there? At college, I was in the city of Boya, which is right high up on the Mount Cameroon. And then there's a city on the Pacific, on the Atlantic Ocean called Limbe. So some days I'll go and pay the coach. I'll pay someone. I say, take my bag. I'm paying you 200 francs. You take my bag to Limbe. I'm going to go through the alternative road through Sase, which is through the tea farm, tea plantation. And we meet there. I'll get my bag from you. And I did that like 3, 4, 5 times. They thought I was crazy. I would run up
Wow.
from Boya, I go up to, I think I go up to, they call it Bongo Square. Then I go down through Sase. I go through the T. I go through St. Joseph's College, all the way down. Then I get to the place. By the time I get there, the bag is already waiting for me. That's the craziest thing I've ever done. But
Wow.
it is still not as crazy as telling my family, you guys get into the car. I'll meet you there. Or on vacation, you wake up at 6 a.m. and run. 3 weeks ago, me and Pam were on a Royal Caribbean cruise.
Yeah.
We were on the cruise.
Yes.
Everybody sleeps in, right? But me and my friend from Maryland, we get up. You know how many minutes we run? Just 20 minutes. So it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing close to your 1 hour,
Oh,
30
no.
minutes or 2 hours of 10 miles. We did 20 minutes and we're like, we were already
Ah.
bragging. We were bragging about it. You do 10 miles. It's about time for me to be very humble because if you do 10 miles even on vacation, I have no business talking about this.
Oh no, that's awesome. At the cruise.
Oh my goodness. So Michelle, tell me, uh, you are probably the only mom in the world that runs with their son who is already a teenager. How did you get to convince your teenager to run with you? Because I tried that with my daughter, didn't work.
Right?
I tried it with my stepson, it did not work. How did you get to convince a teenager to run with you? That's amazing. Kudos to you as a mother.
Oh, actually, like even my husband run before that him too, right?
Yeah.
But I never would thought like people thought I was just pushing everybody to run with me. I
Mm,
always said, "Did you pressure them to run with you?" And like I said, "No, they just like my husband just started running by himself, like
mm,
without me pressuring
mhm,
him." And then my son,
mhm,
they always thought, "Does he run?" And I always answered before, "No, he never runs with me. Never. Like I don't think he will ever run." And then in November,
mhm.
he had a car accident, and then he
Oh
said
no.
he used to just lift weights,
Mhm,
and he said he can't lift weights because of his shoulder neck.
mhm,
So he went for 2 to 3 mile run by himself.
mm, mhm,
And then next you know, over the next week was Dallas Marathon, half
mhm,
marathon,
mhm.
Dallas. So we did the half marathon together. But
Okay.
throughout the week we were running together. But he just started coming along with me. We'll do a 10-mile run. One time we did a 13-mile run the week before the half marathon. But
Wow.
all on his own will.
Wow. So you did not pressure him.
No, no. I didn't twist their
Okay.
elbow. I just
Okay. Okay.
but
I'm glad to know you
but
didn't pressure
that's
him.
how running is, right? You
Yes.
just go on, it's your own
Roll it.
will.
Yeah, your own will.
The more you pressure somebody, the more they will
They'll resent it.
hate it.
That's true. Very true. I know that because Pam doesn't want to run now because I tried to say, please, let's go. She's like, no,
Yeah.
you go run, I'll walk. But So if it was November, therefore I saw when you started running with him. Prior to that, I never used to
Yeah,
see him.
never
So
ran.
it's just not too long ago, November, when we started
Mhm.
meeting up, when we're meeting and taking photos when we're running. So
Yes,
that's when your son started coming along.
yes.
That's amazing.
To do a marathon. Maybe one day he wants to do a Boston Marathon. All of a sudden, I'm starting to feel like, oh, I feel like he may be kind of inspired what I did throughout
Of
when
course.
a little child. Like when I had him, he was a year old. That's when I started running marathons again.
I see.
After I ran a marathon, he made me carry him the whole
Mm,
back to the car.
yeah.
I just run a marathon, but of course he never knew that. But
Yeah.
he always saw me running marathons
Wow.
year before.
Wow.
Mm.
So now I see him running more often with you. And sometimes me and him are bypassing. Or like, I wish I could run with him. He's a guy, right? So I wish I could
Yeah,
run with him, but because he's gonna stretch me, he's gonna make me work and earn my keep. But uh, I think the timing wise, when I'm working, I see him sometimes running. But
yes,
for weekends, sometimes I'll start to harmonize with him as summer comes along, so that he would really
yes,
make me sweat and
yeah,
get in better shape. So besides
yeah.
Boston Marathon, you've done Dallas. Which other marathons have you done, Michelle?
Uh, yeah, New York and
No
then
kidding.
Sacramento. Like
Wow.
I've done maybe over 30 something, 35 marathons.
Different marathons.
Yes. Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
so San
Sacramento,
Francisco. Yes.
Los Angeles,
Not that one yet.
but you
But
did New York. So if
oh,
you've done New York, that's good. How about Chicago?
no, that's the only major
Okay.
marathon I haven't done in the US.
Wow.
I got
Overseas?
with breast cancer almost 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
after that, like I kinda I still did one more marathon
Mm-hmm.
the year after I got diagnosed
Yeah.
with that surgery, and
Mm.
breast surgeon said, and my oncologist, they said you're not gonna do a marathon this year, and I still did it back to back.
What? You defied the medical advice.
Yeah,
So this is where it really first I applaud you and I thank God for your healthy and strong nature. You got diagnosed with something that people dread, breast cancer, which I know my wife Pam too went through that.
yeah,
But not only that, you still kept on running your marathons even against medical advice, and here you are still soaring and roaring, right?
yeah.
But
Every
what
day
what
I was going for chemo.
Mhm.
I will run before chemo,
Jesus.
and then the next day I'm okay to run again. I feel
Mhm.
okay, but the week
Wow.
was okay. Was kind of like I feel the fatigue, but I still do my 11 miles. I was doing 11 miles a day.
So you only reduced after
I
you went
was,
through chemo.
I know, right?
You used to do 11 miles, but because I went through chemo, which people even dread, now you make it 10 miles. That's still insane, isn't it?
Yeah. Because
Ouch.
my first week of chemo, I still did a 18-mile run.
Hmm.
My cousin even came here from California. She was so worried about me.
Hmm.
And then her friend called her. How's Michelle doing? I don't know. I'm not sure if I even need to be here. She just came back from a 18-mile run. Like,
Wow. Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
I slowed down. Okay, I need to do 11
Wow. So you went back and told your doctor, Doc,
miles, miles, miles.
Miles, or you think in miles, you sleep dreaming about miles.
Yeah.
You eat thinking about how many miles can I run. You're working at work. You're professional. You're a nurse. You're helping a patient, but thinking, you know what? This is my seventh mile. I wish I could be out there doing 10 miles. That's instead of 11 miles. Now, have you come across anyone who is going through chemo who is still able to run? Have you ever come across anyone I've never heard of? I've never read about it in a book. I've never even conceived it ever.
No,
All right,
yeah.
Michelle, that's why you qualify for that category of 1 in 1,000. And I seldom blast this Vuvuzela, but I'm
Oh,
bound to blast it tonight. And
I,
that
I
blast is for Michelle because
I heard that.
you are
I heard
one
that
in a
from the
million. You could hear it from your house.
There you are. There you
You're
are.
one in a million. Amazing lady.
Oh, thank
You went through something that is so challenging, but you turn it around into something so powerful. Have you thought about writing a book about the
you. One day.
power, the confidence, the poise, the convictions that you have so that they can inspire other women and men and people who are struggling with different illnesses?
And I share it with my friend, like whoever asked me about running,
Hmm.
and then they find out about my breast cancer
Hmm.
and all that. And because I always incorporate it, like because I was getting um, steroids
Hmm.
each time. So
Hmm.
you know how steroid goes. It makes you more puffy and all that.
Hmm. Hmm.
I I combated the kind of side effects through running.
Hmm.
But I would
Hmm.
share it with them. But yeah, I wish I have the. I love to write,
Hmm.
but I can't. I don't have the thing about being a writer.
Okay, but I'm grateful that you're doing this because we can transcribe this. We can turn it into text. The new AI tools that allow us now to turn a video like this into text. So that's
Right.
another way of writing. So we
Thank
could
you.
potentially someday, I start interviewing you, you start talking about that, we transcribe it, turn it into a book, and then boom, off to the market. Because
Wow.
honestly, what you've done is just so rare. It takes a certain kind of personality, a certain kind of confidence and conviction to do what you've done. And I really, really applaud you that you still carry yourself with so much grace, with so many smiles. You're always out there. When I'm struggling with my run, you're like, Gideon, keep it up, keep it up. One day I was slowing down, if you remember. You're like,
Yeah.
no, let's keep going. I was like, no, let's slow down. Yeah, let's keep going. I'm like, no, Michelle, just go. Leave me alone.
Oh, leave me
So that is very inspiring stuff that people don't know about you. What is your secret? Is it your religion? Is it your food?
alone.
Is it your husband? Is it your children? Is it where you live? Is it where you work? What's your secret? Give us three secrets about Michelle.
Think faith.
Faith.
I
Okay.
that faith move mountains, right? It
That's
just
true.
you like I'm just a really tiny person. I don't I'm not special to like I don't feel like I
You're
just
special.
got gift, right? I just
Hmm.
kind of God give me each day
Hmm.
to live. And each day I wake up, I don't expect to be like, okay, God, give me 50 more years, but I
Hmm.
just, you know, the day that it comes, I just
Hmm.
appreciate, be grateful what I have.
Wow.
And I just eat whatever. I sleep when I need to sleep.
Hmm. How
And
many hours do you sleep in a day?
I know when I work, maybe 3 hours. I go, so I work 7 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. So I don't
Yeah.
get home till like 8:40 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll finally get in bed by 9:30,
Hmm.
and I'll start waking up at 12:30. And I always tell my coworkers because they work night shift and they struggle like, oh, I got like 7 8 hours of sleep, but I still can't. They want to go move to day shift,
Yeah.
but I've
Yeah.
been doing night shift for 24 years.
Wow.
That
Wow.
my body choose to be moving to
Hmm. Hmm.
run
So
instead of being
even when
laying down. So,
before, let's say in the morning you sleep about 3 hours, but
but
before
when
after your run, how many more hours do you sleep before you go to work?
so when I work, I go back. Once I'm done running, I get about an hour and a half to get ready for work because I
But
have to be
no,
home at 5:30.
but do you sleep before you go to work again, or in the afternoon, or not nothing at all?
Not anymore.
What? So
'Cause-
all your sleep is the one that you sleep in the morning after you get back from night shift.
Yes.
3 4 hours. That's it.
Pick up my daughter from school and then get food ready and then
Jesus.
do one chore to wash
Mhm.
dishes and then
Do
I
you feel? Do you ever feel like I'm sleep deprived? Anything like that, or doesn't sleep is
no,
the one of the last things to think about?
no, I don't think about being sleep deprived. I
It's
just
too small a thing to think about. You don't even consider that.
yeah, because when I'm at work, I give my 100% to my patients. I work in the children's hospital.
Yes.
And then what they go through, Dr.
Yes.
Gideon, like nothing to what I go through,
Wow.
right? Like they're there with the family,
Yes.
and then yeah, it's just
Hmm.
yeah, just I've been doing that for 24 years and just being around
Hmm.
those kind of different stories that they share me.
Yes. But
Yeah.
on the days that you're off, about how many hours do you sleep?
Oh yeah, I get about 6 to 7 hours.
Okay, on the days that you're off.
Meet up with my friends at 5 in
Mm-hmm.
the morning. They'll run.
Mm-hmm.
I said I need to focus on myself to get more sleep
Mm-hmm.
because when I work, I don't get much sleep, and then I get
Yes.
tired. It
And you
worked.
work like 3 or 4 days in a week, right?
Yeah, 3 4 days.
Wow. So diet wise, your diet is like you can eat anything you would like to eat. You don't say, "Oh, I'm gonna eat only beef," or "I don't eat beef." I'm vegetarian. You just eat
Yeah,
anything you see.
yeah. My friends, like when it's come to race, like they said, "Oh, I'm just gonna eat white meat, like just chicken."
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I don't limit myself. I just said
Mm.
I just eat what um I have here.
You eat like three meals a day, 2 meals a day.
When I work, maybe two a day.
Okay.
When I'm off,
Yeah.
I'll eat.
About three.
Yeah, I eat the most
And
dinner because of with my family. I get to eat more.
awesome. Awesome.
Time I'm not.
Uh,
I'll be like, okay,
and when it comes to
but I drink
let's go
water.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Water, water, water. Drink
You drink a
water.
lot of water. How many
Yeah,
liters in a day? Or gallons?
I know, right? No, maybe about close to a gallon.
Close to a gallon. Okay, not too much. Not too much. Okay.
Not,
What
not
is it?
just not sugary drink, but just mainly water.
Yep. What is the
And
next marathon you're gonna run? Because I need to start
I know
uh
you should
gearing or
run.
watching.
He wants to run a marathon before he's 18 in May. But I said, do not rush that as long as this year.
Are you training him, or he's training himself?
Um, no, he's probably more training himself. But I told him he needs to do a longer distance when he's done with school.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know how he's gonna do on summertime. He hasn't really run a hot summer.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a different game, right? But
Yeah,
last summer we were running 100 degrees. We're out there still running
yeah,
98. We love it even more.
yeah.
Not everybody can embrace that. But have you, while you're in Texas, ever run any marathon in those very hot conditions?
Mm, it wasn't too hot yet. No, because most of the marathons in Texas are the until like April.
I see. I see.
Then they'll do those too hot to handle like around August,
Yeah. Oh no, that's insane. You can't do that. That a lot
like
of people be collapsing, right?
8 to 10 miles. Yeah,
Everybody will collapse except Michelle because you're well trained. Everybody else will be down on their knees and they'll be calling for the
no,
ambulance, but you'll be at your game. Now, I think we've covered quite some
yeah.
interesting topics. Covered food, we covered travel, we covered marathons, we covered sleep, and now let us talk about some let's say I call this rapid fire. So quick question, quick answer, quick question, quick answer. This ones would humanize and let people know Michelle Moore as a true unsung hero, as someone that is really out there doing exceptional things that very few people can do. So, Michelle, what is your favorite hour of the day to run? Favorite time of the day to run?
Oh, now I always have long answers, like any time of the day. 10 in the morning, 9 to
10 in the
10.
morning. Okay. What is your favorite meal after a good run?
Oh, oh, actually, after a long run, after a run, that's when I just want to drink, and my appetite is like a little lower than
Not hungry at all?
more evening. Yeah, like a light lunch.
Okay. Light lunch. Do you take anything like a protein supplement after running?
No, I used to, but since I'm not really in training,
Hmm.
yeah. But before running, I drink Spark, the electrolyte plus some caffeine.
Hmm.
Focus. I drink that before I run.
Before running. Okay, you gotta share that with me. Share that with
Yeah,
us, with other people that are trying to run, try to stay fit. Share that with me, and I'll share with them. Spark. I don't even know how that looks like. How does that help you during your run?
yeah. It just helps me. So before running, when I drink it, it helps me like empty out, and
Hmm.
then when I don't feel like, oh, I gotta go, or I'm cramping. I just
Okay.
prepare my body, and then I
Okay.
focus. I get to like, okay, it's running time. It's
Yeah.
my
Your personal time.
yes.
Okay. And after your run, what is the best thing that I don't know if I've asked that question. What's the best thing that you like to eat? Is it bread? Is it fish? Is it beef? Or
I
is it a
guess
smoothie?
yeah. Something more like meat, like
Like meat. Okay. Okay. Are you more of uh, a vegetable person? Are you more of a carb person? Are you more of a protein person?
oh, more vegetable and protein.
Vegetable and protein. So not much of carbs.
Yeah, I lessen the amount of rice I eat.
Wow.
I
Wow.
the
That's interesting.
yeah.
And what makes you feel full? So you don't care about like
Oh,
rice makes me feel full. Like you don't care about that?
yeah. So once you eat,
Yeah.
sometimes I heard before like once you drink first, drink
Hmm.
water, and
Hmm.
then you eat,
Hmm.
and then you drink again, you feel
Full.
satisfied and full.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
So once I eat, I make sure I get my whole 20-ounce water and drink
Yeah.
it. Oh, I'm full.
Okay. Coffee person or tea person?
Coffee.
Coffee. All
Like
right.
yes.
Uh, vanilla or you know the rest, right? You like ice cream? What ice cream flavor do you like?
Oh, chocolate. Yes.
Chocolate. Okay. 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 You should go to Cameroon, my home country, and visit
Oh,
because they produce a lot of chocolate there. A lot of chocolate. Yes,
whoa.
comes from Cameroon, Ghana,
Well,
Nigeria. So go there and you can see the cocoa farm. Now,
cocoa.
Michelle,
Oh my god.
the coffee, chocolate comes from coffee, right? I mean, from
Yes,
cocoa, yes.
cocoa.
So
Yes.
if you had to choose one city in the world to run an amazing marathon, what would that city be?
One city, huh?
One city where you really dream of running an amazing pace marathon. Where would that city be? Where you want to finish the go across the finish line with your hands up like that, and the whole world is applauding. Michelle,
Woo!
Michelle, Michelle. Where would that city be?
It's- Yeah. Oh my goodness, there's so many places to go. I want to run in every place. That's why I run.
Really? You gotta go run. You gotta go run around the Drakensberg in South Africa, not far
I
from
want to
the
hang.
Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. Have you run any marathon in Africa yet?
No, I never even been there yet.
You need to go run a marathon down there.
You know,
I've done one marathon there, and it was very challenging. It was very challenging.
that
Yes,
and terrain and
terrain is different. The
yes.
wind, the air,
Oh,
the humidity is different.
oh, it's more.
It's a
Uh,
lot drier, much drier than here. Yes.
okay.
Okay, Michelle. Final.
And I did a trail marathon like you did. The mountain. I did a 13 mile out, up, and 13 mile back
Where was that?
in California.
Wow.
When my husband and I weren't married yet, he brought me up there. I
Yeah.
even it's zigzag
Yep.
to
Was it
we
near
started
your
at the
near
beach.
Yosemite?
No, by outside of San Francisco.
Wow.
But
Wow.
Honey had a signal. I told him I don't think I'll ever finish. And then going down, both of my calves
That'll
cramp.
give way. My strength is coming down, not going up. Going up, I struggle
Yeah,
a lot. But coming down, you can't catch me. But I know that people that struggle with calves,
yeah.
pain, cramps on the way down. But I love coming down. I speed when I'm
Well,
coming down, but when going up, I'm struggling.
we need to go to those marathon that's downhill.
Mhm.
I bet you're gonna qualify for Boston.
I would do so well in those ones, but uphill, I really struggle. And
Yes.
if you had to pick a perfect day of the week to run, would that be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? What's your perfect day to run?
I cannot pick. Let me see. Weekends is always busy with the family, but I still try to do it. But maybe a Monday,
Monday? Why Monday?
but I start my week.
Mm.
Cause, and then I feel like once I start that first day of the week, because Monday
Mhm,
to Sunday it
mhm.
accumulates my mile of the week.
Mm.
I feel like each day I wouldn't get any excuses not to run.
Or if you get Monday right, then the rest of the days will come through. Is that what you say?
Right? Yes.
Wow. Okay. Perfect weather to run in. In hot
Gloomy.
temperatures, in cold temperatures, in snow and rain.
Gloomy, light rain,
Wow.
chilly day.
I am absolutely opposite. I like to run when it's hot. So I can do twice the work.
Wow. Yes.
Yes,
But you
because
know, I feel like yeah, we think that we don't really sweat when it's cold,
Mhm,
but we're probably somehow our body is using it in different ways.
that's true.
But we still get the workout.
That's true. That's true.
But
So
we just tend to eat more when it's cold.
that's true. What would be your final word, Michelle, to anyone who is struggling out there to stay fit? What would be your advice to them? And that with the first one, then the second one would be what would be your advice to anyone who's having an illness and they're having self doubt? First one is anyone who's struggling with fitness. What's your advice to them to stay fit?
I feel like consistency and when you love yourself, you just
Mhm,
want to do something that you like to
mhm.
be good for your health.
Yes.
And for me, I said maybe one day I can't run anymore. Maybe
Mhm.
I'll walk, crawl, something.
Can
Just
run, let's crawl.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, just consistency and doing it each day.
Consistency. I needed to hear that one. Thank you. And I'm sure you know why, because it's not every day that I run. And when I'm on vacation, I kind of think, oh, I'm on vacation, but which is
You're
the
right.
wrong approach. Next one. What words of encouragement do you have to someone who may be struggling from an illness? Maybe it's the one that you struggle with, or somebody else who is having self doubt, they're having a low moment. You've come through all of this and you're still roaring and soaring. What advice do you have someone who is struggling with an illness and you want to tell them, hey, there's a better day ahead?
Yeah, I always feel like just get up. Like there are days that I could totally just stay in bed all
Mm,
morning long and
mm,
just maybe feel make excuses.
mhm,
But I said, no, get up. Don't think. Do not think.
mm,
The worst thing that I would do to myself because I will start making excuses once you start thinking.
mm,
And just get ready.
mhm,
There's times that like my time is limited. So
mhm,
instead of just roaming around the house,
mhm,
I'll just get ready right away.
mm.
That changes my mood.
Oh, okay. Once you get ready, it changes your mood. So get the first step taken so that the second step would
Yeah.
be kind of automatic.
Yes.
Wow. 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 Thank
Like
you so much.
so now I really gotta go run. You know?
Yes, I applaud you so much, Michelle. Thank you for holding back for so long. I'm
Oh,
sure you're gonna run with your puppy. I don't know where you're gonna run with your son, but I can't run yet. I have to go run some
yeah.
errands,
Bye.
otherwise I'll get into trouble with the wifey, and then I'll be running later in the afternoon. Thank you for your
You.
wisdom. Thank you for
I
being such
I
a
really don't
fine.
know about this. I said, do I make an excuse to Dr. Gideon or just do it like how what he does? Just do it.
Thank you so much. I'm
Oh, well,
so grateful. You're the
so
best neighbor, the best running friend that I know, the
thank you.
best mom, and I would say forever the best at what you do, which is one foot in front of the other, in the rain, in the shine, in the dust, in the storm, at any time. Even on snow days, I saw you running. So thank you so much, Michelle. You are amazing. You're one in a thousand, one in a million. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a great day and enjoy your run.
Yes, thank you.
Please don't make the path too dirty because I'll be running later in the afternoon. Keep the path clean. Don't create a lot of storm.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.